And most people know that their headache possibly is due to dehydration. My husband rang me one day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he was driving, he said, I don't know what's the matter with me, I've got a migraine. I can hardly drive. So you know what my first question always is? How much water have you drank? And he went, oh dear. He said, I haven't drank any water since I woke up this morning. So he woke up in the morning and had water, he had breakfast, must have got busy, had lunch, and now we are 3 in the afternoon. He is chronically dehydrated. So I said to him, please don't drink a whole glass of water. Please just have half a glass of water. A few minutes later, another half glass of water. A few minutes later, let it little by little go in. You're losing over 2 litres of fluid every single day just by breathing. Want to know how to turn every sip into a brain-boosting, muscle-repairing superpower? This video is for educational purposes only and isn't meant to replace medical advice. Always talk to your doctor before making any health changes. On an average day, you lose more than 2 litres of fluid simply by breathing, sweating, and going about your routine. And even a slight dip in hydration can slow your thinking and leave you dragging. In fact, studies show that just a 1% drop in body water can shave up to 10% off your focus and memory. Yet most of us either wait until we're parched to drink or gulp ice-cold water so fast that it shocks our system. What if I told you that small tweaks in when, how and what temperature you drink could transform your energy, recovery and sleep? Researchers have now pinpointed 7 science-backed habits, from pre-bedtime sips to mindful pacing, that optimise nutrient delivery, athletic performance and overnight repair. At the end of this deep dive, you'll know exactly how to fine-tune your hydration for peak mental clarity and physical resilience. So drop a comment below telling me your current water goal, and let's level up your hydration game together. Ready? Let's dive in. 1. Pre-sleep hydration, a glass 60 minutes before lights out. When you fall asleep, your body shifts into repair mode. Growth hormones surges shortly after you drift off, orchestrating muscle rebuild, bone strengthening and immune cell renewal. But to carry away the metabolic waste produced during this deep sleep cleanup, your kidneys need a gentle, steady supply of fluid. It's sipping about 250 to 300 mils of water roughly an hour before bed primes the nephrons, tiny filtration units in each kidney, to maintain smooth, continuous pressure. That way, toxins like urea and creatinine get whisked away without triggering a midnight dash to the bathroom. If you crash into bed dehydrated, your body ramps up antidiuretic hormone, ADH, to hang on to every drop, slowing filtration and potentially disturbing REM and deep sleep cycles. A well-timed pre-bed glass keeps ADH balanced, so you sleep more soundly and wake up genuinely refreshed. Over a week of this routine, you may notice falling asleep more easily, waking fewer times at night, and greeting the morning without that foggy grogginess. Comment dream clean to drift into rejuvenating sleep. 2. Morning reboot, 300 to 500 mils within 10 to 15 minutes of waking. After 7 to 9 hours without fluids, you wake in a mild state of dehydration, blood plasma volume is down and your cells are craving water. Drinking 300 and 500 mils within the first quarter hour restores that plasma volume, improving circulatory efficiency so your heart and brain get the oxygen boost needed to beat morning sluggishness. That initial sip also triggers stretch receptors in your stomach lining, sending a signal via the vagus nerve to kickstart peristalsis. The gentle waves that move food and yesterday's toxins through your gut. You'll find bowel movements more regular and energy levels steadier, rather than that familiar sluggish, bloated morning fog. Research shows that consuming 500 mLs of water can ramp up your resting metabolic rate by as much as 30% within 10 minutes. That thermogenic effect, burning extra calories to heat the water to 37 dCs, might seem modest, but repeated daily, it adds up to a meaningful energy boost before breakfast. Pair this glass with a few deep breaths or light stretching, and you'll fire up both your digestive and cardiovascular systems for an energized start. Comment Rise and Thrive to own your morning energy. 3. Steady sip strategy, 50 to 100 mLs every 15 to 30 minutes. Your body continuously sheds water through breath, sweat and urine, and losing just 1 to 2% of your body weight in fluid can slow neural transmission and sap muscle power. Instead of chugging a huge bottle at once, which your kidneys promptly flush out, aim for small measured sips throughout the day. Drinking 50 to 100 mL every 15 to 30 minutes keeps your stomach comfortably primed. Water moves gradually into the small intestine, crosses through aquaporin channels and merges with blood plasma without triggering a sudden flush response from your kidneys. This steady drip feed sustains stable blood pressure, consistent nutrient delivery to your brain and muscles, and uninterrupted mental performance. Personally, I set a half-hour timer on my phone, and within days my body was sipping on autopilot rather than agonizing over the next big gulp. Over weeks, this habit can halve your afternoon crashes, curb midday headaches, and ensure you hit your daily hydration target without even thinking. Common Sip champion to conquer your daily hydration. 4. Temperature matters. Choose room temp or warm. It may feel refreshing, but ice-cold water actually slows digestion. Your body must divert blood flow and energy to heat that water up to core temperature 37.6 before it can be absorbed, and momentarily pulling resources away from your digestive organs and enzyme activity. That cold shock can lead to cramps or a heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. By contrast, water at room temperature or slightly warmed integrates seamlessly with your internal fluids, passing through the stomach lining into the small intestine without extra effort. Digestive enzymes like pepsin and lipase operate at peak efficiency, breaking down proteins and fats into absorbable molecules more quickly. Gentle warmth also relaxes blood vessels in your gut, boosting circulation for faster nutrient uptake and smoother peristalsis. Traditional healing systems, from Ayurveda's sip the steam ritual to traditional Chinese medicine's warm water therapy, all champion this principle, and you'll find your post-meal energy steadier when you swap ice for warm. Try keeping a mug of warm water by your plate and taking a few deliberate sips between bites. Your digestion and comfort will thank you. Comment warm wins to boost your digestion power. 5. Mealtime sipping, before and after, not during. Your stomach needs a highly acidic environment, pH 1.5 to 3.5, for pepsin to crack open proteins and for muscular contractions to churn food into chyme. Gulping water during your meal transiently raises pH toward neutral, dilutes gastric acid, and weakens those contractions, leading to bloating, slower digestion, and the dreaded food baby. Instead, sip about 100 to 150 mLs of water 30 minutes before eating to moisten and soften food, trigger salivary enzymes, and prime your gut for peak performance. Then wait at least an hour after your last bite before hydrating fully. That prime window is when acid and enzymes do their best work. Putting water in and out of this digestion zone ensures you absorb nutrients more completely, avoid reflux, and feel lighter after meals. Many people report that even without changing their portions, they naturally eat less and feel more satisfied when they respect this timing. Experiment for a week. Pre-meal sip, no sip during, post-meal await. Then compare energy levels and comfort. Comment Timing Pro to perfect your meal routine. 6. Pre-workout boost. 300 to 500 mLs 20 to 30 minutes before exercise. Even a 2% dip in hydration can reduce your VO maximum, the maximum rate of oxygen consumption by litres, and ramp up perceived effort. Drinking 300 to 500 mLs of water 20 to 30 minutes before your workout raises cardiac output and primes sweat cooling, so your body stays in its optimal temperature range from the first rep or step. That early hydration also helps maintain electrolyte balance. Sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium travel dissolved in that plasma. For sessions over an hour or in hot conditions, add a pinch of sea salt or choose an electrolyte solution to sustain nerve conduction and muscle contraction, warding off cramps and fatigue. In my trail running experiment, switching from random gulps to a deliberate pre-run sip routine added nearly 10 minutes to my 10k splits. No new shoes or fancy gear needed, just smarter hydration. Whether you're lifting, cycling or chasing a new PR, starting fully hydrated gives you a tangible performance edge. Common fuel mode to ignite your workout performance. 7. Pure mineral-rich water. Filter, then remineralize. Tap water can contain chlorine, heavy metals, microplastics and agricultural runoff. Impurities your liver and kidneys must work overtime to filter out. Chronic exposure, even at low levels, may contribute to subtle inflammation, fatigue and an extra detox burden. Aim for a two-stage approach. First, run your water through a carbon or reverse osmosis filter to strip contaminants. Then pass it through a remineralizer mineral cartridge or a pinch of food-grade salts to restore calcium and magnesium at about 20 to 50 m/L each. These minerals are catalysts for hundreds of enzyme reactions. Magnesium alone activates over 300 enzymes involved in energy production and DNA repair, while calcium supports muscle contraction and blood vessel tone. Test your water's total dissolved solids, TDS, with a simple kit. 100 to 300 milligrams/L hits the sweet spot for both safety and taste. Clean, balanced water not only tastes better, but reduces your body's detox load, freeing up resources for focus, recovery and overall vitality. Comment Pure Power to elevate your hydration game. There you have it, 7 deeply researched, science-backed habits that elevate your hydration game far beyond just drink more water. To recap, sip before sleep, kickstart your morning, pace your sips, choose warmth over ice, time around meals, pre-hydrate for workouts, and always drink clean, mineral-rich water. Master even a few of these and you'll notice sharper thinking, faster muscle recovery and more restorative sleep. No trendy supplement required. If you found this deep dive helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more evidence-based wellness strategies, and share with a friend who needs a hydration upgrade. Drop a comment below telling me which habit you'll tackle first, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay hydrated, and take care of yourself.